Hello and welcome back to FACEIT TV. Welcome back to Stage 3 of the 2015 League. FACEIT TV. This is Dan. And I'm James. So, our second match of the evening is TSM versus Gamers 2, G2. Sorry, not Gamers 2, it's supposed to be called G2. And we're going to be on Dust 2 once more. I hear the knife is starting shortly, Dan. So, your expectations were Fnatic for the previous map. They lost. What is your expectation? Never mind yours. What is theirs? By the way, let's not forget. Fnatic on CSGO Lounge in the last match were up there. People lost all their skins. Now they've gone 70% here for TSM.
So
G2 about 30%.
We bet on them, so...
Were you bet on them or you bet on them, Dan?
It's not my account. It's not my account, so... Not my decision.
Alrighty then. Who did I bet on?
You bet on some of the match, I don't know. I think TSM...
I bet on VP
you can never not, have TSM as a favourite side on this. Obviously, the underdog is G2 going into this. Now, I would like it, for those of you that understand the correct pronunciation of J-Chem's name, as everyone calls him, if you could provide a phonetical spelling of his name.
Phonetical.
That would be nice, because that's the best way.
Because that's the... You sound like a really old scientist. Because that's the best way.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the best way. Because then we just have to phonetically, just pronounce it like that, like we see it, and then it's all good. All right, so TSM versus G2 will be kicking off with a fast B rush, it seems, from G2. And Breeze in position, he'll spot pretty much everybody. So they already can start to rotate players. They start to push long as well with TSM. Where's the push though? Dupree. He's going to spot Michael Ellie. He's going to take him down. Device has got the angle as well. And I think they're screaming abort! Abort mission into B because it's not working out for them whatsoever. But Dennis is a beast.
That was an interesting setup from TSM, but let's wait for the conclusion of the round. There it is. So TSM had two people on B slope, essentially watching short, which means they could have one person B and then two people looking towards long, which means they have a good chance of stopping a short push, so it's going to be hard to do an A split. But also they can quickly get into B should they be required, and indeed that's exactly what they did. And pretty much shut down G2 all over the map, so very good pistol round from TSM. Coming in with the big gun straight away, no messing around. 4 primary rifles and the MP9 onto Zipnix. Device with 2 early frags there. Once again holding down the short area. There goes J-Chem as well. Who knows what we will be calling him by the end of the evening. Only Dennis remains. I say only, but it is, of course, Dennis. And he has been making the highlight reels. Was all over Reddit yesterday with his multi-frag. But not in this round. MP9 coming in to seal the deal.
So it's quite cool for TSM because they can stick with these weapons for quite a while, play it super economically, and they're pretty notorious for having a monster CT side when they get the money going. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that and how G2 handle it. There's Device taking peeks there in the middle with that Famous in hand, and he will spot the first player and probably eliminate him. And thus, I mean, he will get dinked back, but he's spotted that information for his team. And you can see they're already just fanning backwards there, just trying to get themselves positioned for this. Dupree in such a perfect position to pick up the kill there, and it's excellent crossfires all the way to pick up the frags between Dupree and Device.
They haven't lost a single player in 2 rounds, have they? Or maybe...
Or ever.
Oh. They haven't lost a single player, Dan. They haven't lost a single player. Which means... Money, 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 money! Show me the money.
Must be funny. Okay. Up on Michael Elliott. Up on KGB. How long can they keep this this flawless situation going when nobody has died?
Victory.
We have...
Excellent.
Just a slow setup from G2 to start things off. Just the normal default. Just slowly positioning towards Catwalk after taking dark and long. We do already have that tag through the door on range, so he is weak. But G2, are they going to try to pop flash through there? There is, of course, 2 players behind the double doors. TSM can actually fall back with one, and that's what they're doing at this kind of timing. Device is close. This is very scary. Oh, that nade goes in. They surely will spot the trajectory on that one. Apparently not, but Dennis will take down Carrigan. He is the first casualty on TSM in 3 rounds. The Zipnix will soon follow him as well. Cajun B gets the equalizer, though. But there's more players oncoming, and that incendiary was very nicely placed. That will slow them down.
Yeah, and it instantly moving away, but maybe the sound cue's coming. Dupree well positioned once more. He's got a frag, being traded, but he's got the information for his team. Oh, Device just looking at the angle with the wrong thing out. Had the flashbang instead of the FAMAS, but he's going to be where he needs to be, and that is towards the B bomb site, but immediately taken down by Fox, leaving CageNB alone versus 3. He has an AWP, which makes the health of the remaining players less relevant. He's going to try and push with that, but indeed he's going to try and save the big green gun at least, but the hunt has already begun, I think, from Rain.
The margins in this round is kind of crazy, like how small they were to decide who would win it, because Fox is on 1 HP. Like one bullet to a different part of his body and he dies. You know, Rain as well, you know, he got tagged through the door with the AWP, and you know, likewise in a similar situation, down to 21, just a bullet hit to the torso instead of the leg and he dies.
Can Fox be killed with a flashbang if he has armor? I'm not sure. Somebody tweet me.
I don't know how the damage is distributed.
If you get hit by a grenade, it does 1 damage, but I'm not sure if it's 1 damage to armor or 1 damage to HP.
Yeah, it's pretty weird because it can't distribute the damage between, like because if it's 2 damage, it can distribute the damage between the armor and the health. But if it's 1 damage, it can't do that because it won't go like 0.5. Like you don't get 95.5 health, for example. So
That is correct, Dan.
So maybe it like does 2 damage in that situation. I don't know how it works. Anyway, right. So looks like G2 want that long take. This is something they were favoring yesterday as well on Dust Tour. And Quinn, whatever his name is the entry man here, the new addition. And he's going to go down immediately thanks to Zipnix. Karrigan is in position as well, so even if they are able to take down Zipnix somehow, Karrigan has got the catch. And TSM with a strong round. There's 3 players down for G2. CageNB is going to make that excellent headshot through the door. What do the remainder of G2 do now? They are 2 against 5.
Interesting, the flank coming in from B. Unbeknownst to G2, B has now been vacated and opportunity knocks, but they cannot hear it. They're going to be stuck in the mid area, just looking for the people who are hunting them, and their numbers will increase as we have players coming in from short, top mid, bottom mid. There we go. Down goes the bomb. Down goes Makalele.
Wow.
TSM with another clean round.
But the crazy thing about that is that, you know, they reset G2, but they didn't lose a single player. So this is insane for TSM. They will build so much money in this situation, and that is what you want on the CT side. So kicking things off well, we get a Tech 9 response out of G2. Fox was able to purchase AK armor, and they're spreading out quite a bit here. So we'd expect them to eventually combine and try to use their numbers. But CageNB with the AWP, barely missing the flick there. He has support as well if they go close to his position.
Indeed, and you can see Device facing the wall in case the pop flashes come in, so he can mount an offensive defense for his team. In military, it's always called defense, but really, it's offense, let's be honest. So, can CageNB find the player jumping onto the box? Indeed, he can. It's the flashbang going on. That would have been a nice nade, but he had already thrown that one. So, the short push looking likely here for G2 with limited weaponry here. Only 2 rifles on the 4 players. Zipnik's going to hold a bit of an off angle there, but he's going to get tapped down by Jacob. There's another player on long for the CTs, but what can he get done? Device coming in for support. McLean looking the wrong way. Comes in just in time to take Device down before he rounds the corner. Bomb planted for short. 4 versus 2.
This is suddenly turned into a very good situation for TSM. They weren't able to really stop the G2 from pushing up catwalk. So interesting. I mean, that largely is because, you know, the only AWP was towards middle and not towards car. And once Zipnix goes down, you just no way to stop that push. And now they just have to save. So very, very nice that G2 have won a round back almost immediately in this situation, which is going to stress the economy of TSM. If we check the money really quickly, they should be okay to buy again because we've seen some really clean rounds from them. But this is a really interesting situation now because G2 will get you know, $3,500 from getting the bomb to detonate in this round, and you can see that their money's quite good, and they didn't have to rebuy very much because they didn't really lose more than 1 player. But TSM, on the other hand, finally do have to spend everything almost.
Splash the cash.
So now we're starting to enter this realm where either team could really start to take momentum if they win this round.
Well, all to play for now. G2 2 rounds behind TSM. There's a fast push in long here from 2 players, maybe a third coming to join him as well. No frags for either team yet. Karrigan first to go down, so Nade sailing in to the pit area, which will finish off Makalele. But it's the long area in control of the terrorist side. Well, it was until Jacob got shot in the face, Dan, as obviously the plan was to leave him lurking there in the pit, but now it's there's a fair chance that there's going to be nobody left in long, which TSM will be aware of.
Yeah, I loved how smooth that kill was, not just because of the awesome flick with the single scope on that range, but just like the instant boost from a teammate, how smooth that was excellent. But now we'll have the quick entry attempts coming in from G2's Dennis, but he won't pull it off. It's going to be now Zipnik's taking Rain away as well, so they cannot equalize. And it's so crazy because, once again, the rounds which TSM actually win, they survive with 4 or 5 players. That's another situation where that's happened. So now their money is looking like much better than it was, and G2 have to spend everything in the bank. So TSM looking good at the moment. Double AWP is now the difference for them.
Makalele is sans armor. He is running around in his boxer shorts. 3 people long for TSM, and it's going to be a fast play towards short, but TSM going to get back in good time. 2 people towards the site now. And there's a smoke there, which is going to make things a lot more difficult for G2. If they'd been on long a few seconds more, then they may have been in trouble there. So very good timing for TSM to make sure they had a strong hold on long for any early pushes, and then move back to short in time to bolster defenses there. So G2 find themselves looking for a pick now. You can see a crossfire through the different angles of the mid doors. And now they're going to head towards B. There is a player playing the headshot position. That is Device, although he's moved to the barrels now, which is an interesting position. If he misses his shot here, he's going to have to jump to escape the platform area, which may make life difficult, but he won't even fire a shot. Makalele taking him down. Should see a fast push here with a lurker towards mid for the T's.
Yeah, that's a really huge timing kill on Device right there, moving just as they push in, and that's a 3-1 G2. Use that speed to get the bomb planted almost immediately as TSM get the positions. But they don't have upper dark, G2. They didn't leave anybody in upper dark. This is going to allow TSM to mount a much more effective assault. Makalele looking for the peak. Doesn't get the opportunity. Dupree is... Nobody's watching dark. Every single player is looking at the doors of the window. That is a catastrophic error there. TSM will clean out the bomb site and get the defuse. They lost nobody in the retake to B. That should never, ever, ever happen. Why was nobody watching for dark?
That should never happen. That is that's a serious communication error, and you can say that for them are more or less speaking the same language, so you can't even use that as an excuse. They just nosed it right up, Dan, as you would say in London.
Yeah.
Is their coach connected to the match?
When you get a bomb site, take that quickly.
No coach.
Where you don't need all the players, in the bomb site because you have it straight away. You leave at least one person in dark. Like, you should just do that. Slows the CTs down massively.
Device is going ape.
He's coming back with a vengeance into this round. He got killed on the timing previously, and both of the AWPers here are working their magic onto G2. And another flawless round from TSM. It's so weird because G2 have... It's so weird. This game looks so weird because of the flawless rounds. Because it looks kind of close all the time, but it's not really. If you know what I mean. I'm not sure.
Know what I mean?
I'm not sure. But AWP on Makalele once again.
Double AWPs on the CT side continue, however. So it's a 5-round lead. Some of the rounds that the G2 have lost have looked brutal. This has been a common theme on Dust 2, but the score is the deficit is not that bad. So an early pick. We've seen this before from G2, but last time their long lurker got taken out. Let's see if the same will happen again as it's Rain on his own. There was a play for supporting Dennis, but he's moving away, and down goes Rain. Long lost again for Gamers 2. TSM with another retake, this time from close range as opposed to long. No pun intended.
Device is going to get the flick. No. Is the answer for that one. And the problem is for G2 is how do they work their way in at the moment? Sure, it's 4 versus 4, and that's always a nice situation. Going for the A plays are often very strong here because if the CT side feel pressure to have a guy on long, and that would mean that you can isolate a player very easily. Whereas the B players are always going to be together on the bomb site team playing. So it's usually harder to go for B, but that's what G2 have decided to go with. And Device, if he just hits the first shot, will make this so much easier. And there's nobody splitting in from middle either, of which we can see there's nobody watching it for TSM. That's a huge opening potentially, but they're going to go barreling straight into Device. There's the first kill. Dupree gets the trade. He gets a follow-up as well. And JKM gets shot in the back.
In the back.
I feel like G2 really could have, if they're going for B in that situation, you need to try. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had a smoke. You need to find a way to get in with the pinch on B. But yeah, it's A is always easier in that spot because again, like the two players playing A are so far away from each other.
TSM, nice.
Oh, KGB hasn't died yet.
TSM are really holding long down well. They've lost it twice and just retaken it with strength. So G2 struggling to hold on to the long area. And once it happens, they just seem to give up on A more or less and try and go for the weakness in B. They have managed to frag Device a few times, but again, it has not proved to bear much fruit. Scoreline looking more desert-like at the moment. So again, there's a lot of presence towards B and mid. Could be a split here. The bomb, is it going to go through doors as well? There are 3 players headed in that direction. We could see a potential lurk from Rain to get flankers. There are only pistols here for the G2 side, and they need to get Dennis into the bomb site before he gets hit again. He's only got 4 HP, so Dupree's the whole thing's down there, taking down the people pushing through the tunnel, and can Dennis get the plant? He's behind the box. He could just about get it for his team. That is a very important plant going forward. Gets a little frag as well.
Amazing Dupree, amazing.
KGB still alive.
That was really, really sick there, Dupree. Almost got the 4th kill as well. Just popping heads left and right with the M4. Really good control, really good composure. 9-2 is the score. I mean, that's another round where, okay, TSM could have lost way more players, but Dupree is able to make 2, like he gets the first kill, but those 2 additional ones was so difficult. He really picks up a really clean round for his team. TSM, their money is just crazy. Crazy good. Yeah. Double up now, Fox and Michael for G2.
Ooh,
and the boost.
I like it. Invisible Hawk, even better. So again, G2, they're fishing, they're looking for carp, but will they find carp, Dan, or will they find the plastic boot? Or rubber boot, or just boot? Don't need to mention the material it's made from, Dan. Doesn't really matter. Move away from the boots. 3 AWPs on the map at the moment. This time it's 2 for G2 as opposed to 2 for TSM. Device just on the silence them for at the moment. One person playing close doors for the CT side, that is indeed Device, who has moved away from the B-bomb site now. So, G2 still fronting toward double doors. We're going to see a pass through the smoke. Jacob checks twice, finally takes on Device, immediately traded by Zipnix with the CZ. 3 versus 4 now as G2 move towards the short area, but there's a flank coming in. Can they get there in time? Carrigan needs to come in for his team, especially as KGB has finally died there.
Oh my god, he got that just straight up through the lip there. That's ridiculous. I don't think you could even see him. Really nicely done by Fox. That is you look to KGB to win that round for TSM, but now they have a horrible spot to try to retake these bomb sites. They have to contend with more players with smokes. There's still smokes available, and you can see Michael is able to take down Carrigan as that smoke. The next smoke goes and blooms on Catwalk. Nice shot there to the head of Zipnix, and that will be the round for G2. But they're only on 3 at the moment. TSM with loads of bank to play with as we go into the remaining few rounds of the first half. So double up Device and KGB once again against the double up of Michael and Fox. This should be a fun opener in this round.
Michael is one of the few warpers who uses acceleration. She confirmed to me on Twitter, and there's another frag for him. Doing well at the moment. Can they do any more of it? Again, they get a frag on long, but they don't get control of long, although Carrigan is rotating away, looking maybe to put a smoke down towards long doors. Not sure where that was going. But the concentration again from G2 is going to be in the mid area, because he's Zipnix aggressively advanced on short, which is a common reaction when you have lost long. But what is the play here? What is the next play? The next play is Zipnix to come in with the M4. Maybe not going to go to the well too many times. There's a peek coming in from B slope, but Device is being very sneaky with it, and he will indeed take down Makalele. So numbers starting to thin here for both teams, 3 versus 3. Again, still the main presence for G2 on short.
But this is the problem. I mean, Zipnix could get completely screwed if they had a single player moving long, and that's what he's afraid of. That's why he's moving to that position, to make sure that he can't get 2v1. But there's nobody coming from long. You can see he keeps checking that, but there's nobody there. It's all on the push from Catwalk, and as it is for TSM as well. In goes Dupree, down just as quickly as he came. Device able to snap down Jacob. There's Dennis and Fox left alive though, that bomb ticking away. Device, man, this is really tough. He's trying to go through the smoke right now. Both players on a similar angle. Good tags there from Device. Maybe, just maybe, he can pull this one off if he finds a quick headshot, but no. Shut down by Dennis, and that will be the round for G2. 9-4 is the score as they start to make this a little bit more respectable, but they must claim the last 2 rounds.
Money finally starting to thin here for TSM, but the AWP will continue on to Cage and B. Device back on the M4 once more. So, Fox taking the initial shots through mid doors. Changing things up now. Obviously, each AWP will have their own style, so that could cause problems for the expectations of TSM in this round. Who knows? Good hold on long again from TSM. No pressure this time from G2. It looks like the B split will be the play and a fast one, but there is a Zipnix poised in CT spawn to do something about it.
Ooh, they get a quick kill there from Dupree through the smoke. They know that the B split's coming, but they can't take up a dark away. This will be so hard, this defense. Device taking critical damage from Michael. Oh my god, he can't get the finish there through the smoke, but Dupree goes down. Device comes in with a quick frag, but that is going to be 2-on-2. They've done enough, I think, that delayed the frags that they received as well. It's all on KGB and Karrigan, but they're quite healthy. KGB does not have any armor. Not sure if it matters at this point. Rain, pokes over the smoke, takes down KGB from window. And Karrigan now needs to find a good angle onto the position of Rain. He hears the stepping, and he can't do anything about it. Karrigan wins the round for TSM. They will go 10 now to the 4 of G2. G2 got the bomb down, so they'll have another chance to get a strong buy-in, I think. But TSM with a really good CT half so far.
We are seeing many violent rounds here on this first half. Fast-paced rounds, trades, all good stuff. So, last round of the first half. Let's see what buy comes out for both teams here. Looks like Zipnix will just be going with the CZ. So, despite winning that previous round, you could argue that G2 have a better buy, although they are lacking the nades quite significantly. 2 smokes and a Molotov is all they have to offer. Again, a very fast, short play. Maybe because they're lacking the nades there, but KGB on the slope looking to get multiple frags once more. There are 2 for him so far, and he's going to be killing time for his teammates to rotate as well. But Fox McLeod coming in to even things up, 3 versus 3.
Oh, KGB, I don't think he's missed a single shot just yet, and his teammates come in to finish it off. Amazing half there from TSM. We have to check the stats there when we come back here from this, because KGB, I think, or Karrigan, one of the two, they died so few times. I think we were like 9 rounds in, and I think KGB died 0 times. So, okay, guess I was wrong. Okay, I guess I was completely wrong. Wasn't it?
No idea.
All right, I guess we can think about that later.
Look at this. We have a fast push from 3 people in from TSM on long. We've got a fast push from 2 people from G2 on short. Now going back to the site, but will they get there fast enough? They have the clues as to what's going on. You can see that smoke coming in to the slope area. Is the G2 player going to go for the flank there? McLeod indeed going to abandon the site and go for the retake. But Dupree's coming on top of the box to try and get a frag. And he's got players coming in from short. This is not going to work out for G2. They've both gone down, leaving only 2 players coming in from short now. 2 versus 3 as the bomb goes down.
Yeah, this is Fox now against the world. He will find himself pretty much everybody facing. Nice tap there onto Dupree. Reload back into the action as he strides forwards towards that bomb site. Bomb ticking away in full vision. Nice shot there onto KGB. Goes for the fake. Baits out Karrigan. Oh, Karrigan gets the shot though with the jump Glock. And that's the round for TSM. They will win the pistol, and by doing so have a very strong chance to get themselves to within spitting distance of winning this map.
I think that's a very deliberate plant on the ridge there, actually, because it's so close to the end of the wall that if somebody's jumping, they're more than likely going to hit you there. Even with the variance from jumping with a Glock.
Burst with the Glock.
They
are
are
very likely to hit that.
They are, even with a single shot, I think.
Jump burst.
There's a very good chance. There's just going to be a big head in front of you to fire on. Speaking of big heads to fire on, Dupree is going to take down Ray. There's an anti-eco here, or there's a force buy from G2 in fact, so things going either way. That 5-7 is going to be very dangerous, and Zipnix find himself in an awkward position now, with people coming in from various directions, trades coming all over the place, leaving only KGB versus 2.
Yeah, this got a little bit awkward. They spread out way too much, and G2 are telling them that they should respect their play and stick together. And there's KGB with that first frag. There's one more player left to find. 19 HP on Michael Elliott, but he just needs a single shot to KGB's head. Can he find it? No, he cannot in time. 13-4 is now the score as TSM do a good job in taking control of this match. But I mean, I'm struggling to see how G2 are going to come back into this. There's so many rounds for TSM now. It's looking really bad for them. And
ooh, we have triple Mac 10.
that's pretty good to see. Pretty awesome.
This is Mad Gangster.
It looks so good with the new animations. when you see it in third person.
I think it looks weird. The arm, the left arm looks weird. It's just like, just there, like just.
And it's like
just
holding
out there.
it's even holding it sideways. Come on.
Yeah,
They're
but
like running around
it's
corners, like holding it
it's got his knife
sideways.
out now.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at him, the one not holding the arm not holding the gun, it just looks. It's just like out in front, as if he's running after like a horse rein or something. I don't know. Anyway, G2 are 10 rounds behind TSM as they come into their buy round. Nades will be limited, but they have a fair few smokes to play with. And already Zipnix has finds himself on long, just playing with the smoke here. Is he going to keep charging through it? Jacob's going to be not taken by surprise there. Obviously, Zipnix going to be at a significant disadvantage trying to push through that smoke. So, long will be retained. The split will be off despite Device's position, but can he pop some heads? Turn him into grapes. Change things. Indeed, he'll come to almost trade for his teammate. His teammate will just about survive for a second or two. Carrigan, though, eventually goes down to rain.
So this is one of the situations where TSM would really like to have more than one smoke, but that's all they got to work with. HMB's got it. He's going to throw away his flash. Oh, so close. There it is. The frag onto Dennis. Very crucial to allow them to move forwards, but of course Jakin lurks below. Device in with the spray down, so that's 1 versus 2 now for him. 40 seconds to play with. He's in with the fast plant. He's got to deliver some stellar headshots to win this one. In comes Fox, unrelenting the G2 side as they push the position of Device, and he'll go down pretty easily there to Fox and Rain, and that will be the round for G2. But they did sustain 3 players, or the losses in 3 players going down, and the bomb was planted for TSM. So I would imagine that they're going to go hell for leather in this round, this next round. All out. Yeah,
this is going to be a high-pressure situation for the G2 side. Again, TSM only 2 rounds away from victory here. And you can see how strained the CT economy is. Obviously, the T economy is as well, but with a 9-round lead, they're not going to give much of a damn for the time being. So it's going to be Zipnix pressuring the long area. Again, bit of spray through the smokes. Going to tag Jakin, but no frags just yet. G2 with TP Ball, who will be just holding the angle there for a while. Maybe wondering if somebody is behind blue, although you can see their feet if you have a position in the pit. So Jacob now, CT Spawn's going to get wrecked by Carrigan. Rain taken down towards B as well, so this is falling apart for G2. And TSM move away from the door briefly as the CT's trying to trade, but this is going to be almost a 2-man spray down there for the CTs. Makalele missing the shot on short. G2 wondering maybe where the bomb is headed, but they will soon find out as it's going to be planted on B.
So 3 versus 2, that bomb down, very big rotation for G2, but I don't know that their money is even good enough for them to even consider doing anything but save here. Yeah, they must save. They must save and play against the match point of TSM. That's all that there is on the table for them. Nothing else. And TSM, they can afford to throw everything at G2 in this spot. They can absolutely lose everything that they're holding right now to kill these 2 players. It would be worth it. But that's also whether they can get there in time, and it's not worth just running at them 1 man at a time either. Your odds are kind of low to actually make that frag happen in that case. So they do hold back. 15-5 is the scoreline as TSM look to soon close down G2. A very economically weak G2. Their chances in this round are astronomically low.
Dan, it's a jumble cell, and they can't even make it to the cell because the tires are flat, Dan. Nothing is going their way at the moment. They have an AWP at least, eking out some FAMASs. They've all got Kevlar, which is good. They have 4 players opting for helmets though, instead of grenades, versus an open 4 AKs. So, gonna go for in a desperate situation, they're gonna go for an early aggression on short, but it's not gonna work out. Multiple nades coming in, but G2 have already vacated the premises, which gives TSM control of shorts, and TSM have got 2 people in long as well. The split is on, Dan.
Yeah, Makalele needs to get the shots. He's got to go huge in this position. He has support in a player from Goose. Is he going to go for a jump shot? Oh, he gets a nice angle there on Device, who's poking up by the crate, and Dennis pops out to get another frag as well. So looking at not too shabby here. Makalele going for the jump shots. Again, they put you at much greater risk than they used to. But TSM had 3 players left alive still. Nice shot there from Dupree. The sidestep, the scoot and shoot is going to claim Rain's life as the bomb is now planted and ticking away. Makalele, the only player on this side who has any weapons, but got Fox picking one up as he makes his way towards the bomb site. He even finds an AK. It's fully loaded as well. looking for the first peek, but disciplined on TSM. Oh, Fox won't mess it up. He gets one opportunity and he closes, but the refrag comes in, and there's not much left to do as TSM win. 16-5, strong, dust 2 from them.
Very strong indeed, and credit to TSM. They had a really good CT side. Again, they held on to Long very, very well, and that was really important for them. There are situations where G2 took control of Long, at least 2 situations. They killed a man on the Long area, took control, left somebody there to lurk and keep control of it as they go for a split, but then that man was taken down by TSM, and those kind of rounds were really important and pivotal for TSM's CT half, and the T half just broke G2's economy in the worst possible situation towards the end of it, and then you saw what kind of buy they had at the end there. It was a bit brutal. Although I think they could have skimmed on the helmets on that last round and bought a few smokes or flashes, especially with the aggression on short. If they had like somebody throw, let's say, a jumping kind of right click flash over mid or whatever, then maybe they would have a better chance there in a desperate situation. But there we go, 16-5, so a very strong showing from TSM. Our third match of the evening is going to be Envy versus Hellraisers on Cobble. It's going to be an interesting one. So we have a bit of time before that, actually. Indeed, about 28 minutes. That was a fast map too. So have a bit of a break, but we will see you at the top of the hour for match 3.